Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2, mic check, mic check 1 2. What's going on, people? Welcome back. Random show, we bike, we back. What's going on, people? Hope you're good. What are we, day 9 of the marathon? Day 9 of the marathon. Fast approaching day 10, which is tomorrow, so we're trucking along. We are trucking along. Big up everybody tuning in. Big up everybody hanging out. Big up everybody wherever you may be. Happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, wherever you may be. Today's show, we're gonna finish off what we didn't finish off yesterday. So we're gonna finish off the rest of Tfatk, and then we've got a couple of videos to watch from Wings. I think one to watch from DSP. We got Josh Block, World of T-shirts. And there's a beige frequency Bert Kreischer as well. There's a beige frequency Bert Kreischer. So actually, let's do it this way. We'll do Tfatk, then Bert, because I know some of you guys aren't the biggest fans of Josh Block, World of T-shirts, DSP, Yuri and Wings of those guys, but those will be towards the end. So we'll start off with Tfatk, then we'll do Bert, and then we'll go from there. All right, cool. And then tomorrow, I think tomorrow should be back to scheduled programming, because I think that's when the new Tfatk episode drops. So tomorrow should be back to everything. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think tomorrow's episode of Tfatk, don't hold me to this, but I think tomorrow's episode might be the one of the Q&A, because there's a Q&A part 2. There's a part 2 of Q&A in it, so I think that might be the one. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, if the Q&A happens, try and keep an eye out and see if you can hear a question that I sent in. I'm not going to reveal it just yet, because I don't know if they're going to even use it. But I did send in a question. I did send in an anonymous question into the Q&A. So let's see if they read out my question. Try and spot it if you can. Try and spot if you can hear my question. It'll be pretty obvious if you can. If you watch the streams, you'll know the kind of stuff I talk about, or the kind of stuff that drives me nuts. Yeah. But yeah, I think tomorrow should be a new episode of Tfatk. So we'll keep an eye out for that one. But big up everybody tuning in. I appreciate all of you. I really do appreciate you. Let me just get all this stuff loaded on my screen. Bear with me 1 second here, and then we can rock on. But let me know what you guys are saying in the stream chat. How are you? Hope you're all well. Hope you're all doing goody tooty, as I am over this side of the world. Cool. Let's pop this up here. Bada bing, bada. You know what? That's how you can tell I got a good haircut before, because it's growing back good. I'm sure some of you guys know this, but every time I'm checking my side of my head on the screen, yeah, the regrowth is pretty decent. I think you could tell when your haircut's decent when it starts to grow. It grows the same way it was cut, so you can kind of see the fade and shit. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty decent. But it did cost me 40 quid? 40 quid. How much do you guys pay for haircuts out there? 40 quid it nearly cost me. 40 fucking quid. 40 fucking quid. God damn. Big up everybody who's tuning in. Andy Wood, I see you. Block over Bird all day, AZ. Block over Bird. Really? Okay, cool. That says a lot about how disgusting you must find Bert if you're gonna choose Josh Block over Bert, because Josh Block is, innit? He's something. He's something. Big up crew. Yeah, good face pricey. Big up crew. Big up Booth McGee. I'm spending 40. Honestly, Booth McGee, you're a disgusting person. I'm spending 46, including the tip. Oh, sorry. I thought, yeah, it's my fault. Booth McGee, it's my fault. I read XX into that. I read XXX into that. I'm sorry. Big up my nuts. I see you. Big up Booth McGee. I go every week because I'm made of money. Because okay, I ain't made of money. Okay, I get you. Wow. Big up Game Bread. 14 quid plus a hot towel. Jesus Christ. Do they give you a tug as well, mate? Game Bread. Do they give you a tug as well, brother? Huh? Give you a nice little stroke. keep you honest. Big up Successful Egg. Who else is here? Sorry. Oh, big up Uche. No new camera, Uche. I've just got the kitchen lights on. The kitchen's about in this area, so I've just got the lights on. That might be helping. Usually I have the lights off and I just have one light on, so I think maybe all the lights are kind of helping. But there's no new camera, just the lights, Big up Johnny Sneed. Who else is here? My nuts game bed. Big up everybody in the stream chat. I appreciate you. Big up Don Dotto there. Wagwan. Pre-ban for local. What's the deal? Cool, let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay, cool. So first things first. Let's finish Tfatk, all right? Let's just get into it. So it's gonna be brutal. We've got like 20 minutes left. Hang in there with me, okay? 20 minutes of Tfatk. Don't die. Hang in there. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna do it together. Episode number 1078. Let's see what they're talking about, because we left it. Yeah, we left it there. Cool. We left it right where we left it. So let's see what they're talking about. Let's skip back a little bit and let's go.
He's such a stud. I just need to know if Bryce has been getting sleep. Because remember, he was saying he hasn't been sleeping.
Yeah.
And then apparently his ex-girlfriend put a curse on him. So that's also something to consider.
Yeah, and what I consider is not any of that. I consider what's going on in his brain after that terrible knockout by Josh.
That motherfucker can fight. Well, remember, he has a win after that Emmett fight.
A submission win, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, not submission. He knocked out, TKO'd Crone Gracie.
Yes, that's
so
right.
Emmett was a while ago.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
Emmett was a while ago.
Yes, he did.
He loves to school Brian, innit? Brendan loves to school Brendan loves to screw Brian when it comes to MMA knowledge. He loves to kind of flex in it and remind him who's the more, who's the more learned, who's the more knowledgeable one. Which is funny because most of the time Brian has the better takes and usually is the one that has the better predictions. Even though he's supposed to be the one that has less knowledge, he usually is the one that kind of can suss out fights and predict correctly, notice people's,
powerful bunch.
Yo, big up NJ Ranger. Wild one.
Bryce so slow that KO might have made him smarter.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's not do that. Just straight off the bat, bro. Fucking hell. Let's relax. We've just started. We're not even 10 minutes in. Jesus Christ. Big up NJ. Grand entrance.
Yair Rodriguez, Patricio Pitbull is very interesting.
Pitbull's 37.
He's 37.
Has all the miles.
That's it. He's got all the miles.
If he's a used
Wagwan Koila, Wagwan G.
car, he would have 270,000 miles on him.
Yeah. He was so explosive, and he was also fighting in a different league. And there was some help with the explosion, probably.
That's a tough fight for Patricio.
Yeah, now it is. Yeah, Yair Rodriguez is monster,
very tough,
total contender.
It's kind of like the old heads versus young lions, changing
really
cards.
It really is.
Yeah. And I think, all the young kids are favored, as they should be.
I don't know anything about Nikita Krylov.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
That's a good fight. That's a fun fight to kick off the main card.
Take a little break here.
Never talking about the undercards, innit? Never talking about the prelims. Always the main card. Supposed to be a proper fan of the sport. Supposed to be follows all the things, but only watches the main card, but then calls everybody else a casual. I find that interesting.
I want to talk to you guys about.
Let me get.
Can it look great?
Let me skip forward, fast forward a bit.
Good card though.
Solid card.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. What are your takes? I think you're saying Lopez, Pimblett.
I'm rooting
Silva.
for Volkanovski, but it's gonna be a tough one for him at his age. I think Patty gets it done. I wouldn't be surprised if Bryce wins, depending if he's getting sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
In that
Grappling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silva's been taking down fights before, and Bryce is say what you want about the kid and his beliefs, but he's a beast fighter.
Again, Bryce is.
Brendan keeps saying this, by the way. He keeps talking about this. Like, we know he's good at fighting, but he keeps going on and on about this, as if it's almost as if he wants to be a contrarian and wants to root for him to win, but he's too afraid to say it. So he's hiding behind this. I know he says mad things, but he's a really good fighter. It's like, we know he's a good fighter. That's why some people, I'm assuming some of his fans are probably disappointed with some of the things that he said, because it made it harder for them to root for him. But no one's denying that Bryce Mitchell can't fight. Maybe he's not top tier, right? As unfortunately he proved when he went up against fucking Ilia Topuria, but he's still high level. But Brenner keeps, I know he said some mad things, but he can fight. It's like, we know he can fight. That's why he's in the UFC, no?
He's a guy I think has simply just been exposed to the wrong ideas and is mistaken because he doesn't have the background or education.
Agreed.
So it doesn't mean I think he's a bad person. I think, it's not like I'm rooting against.
We're talking about this again. Honestly, you're allowed. I think these guys, maybe because they're in the public eye themselves, but you're allowed to form an opinion off of somebody based on something crazy they said. It could have been a crazy moment. It could have been the one moment only that Bryce Mitchell said what he said. And you're perfectly within your rights as a viewer, as a quote-unquote civilian, to just judge him based on that and want to root against him. You're perfectly in your right to do so. But they're making all these concessions, they're making all these excuses, all these copes, all this deflection, and not just saying the truth of the matter is that, some people want to see him get knocked out. Some people want to see him get choked unconscious. But he's also a really good fighter, so let's see how it pans out. It's not that big of a deal. You don't have to re-explain your position and emphasize how much it's important. It's like, this isn't a fucking free speech card, It's just guys fighting. Some of them are a bit more vocal than others. It is what it is. It's not that deep.
So it has nothing to do with his fighting. Like, he can fucking fight.
Yes.
Whether he's pro Hitler or not, motherfucker can fight.
Yeah.
Yo, big up Uche. No. You miss. They're talking about the fight card coming up this Saturday. The one that features Bryce Mitchell. Hasn't happened yet.
Then Yair Rodriguez, Patricio. Yeah.
You got Rodriguez.
You
gotta go here.
For the most part, I have all the favorites. I could see Bryce winning, though. Yeah. I'm rooting for Volkanovski, but I'll if I had money, I'd take Diego. I'll take Patty. I'll take Bryce and Yair. And I'm hoping.
What about Reyes?
Reyes. I'll take Reyes. Good card, though.
Yeah.
What else you got, Jim?
Jim Miller still doing it. Fuck.
Jim Miller, Chase Hooper.
Damn.
Big age difference there.
Damn.
So you guys know.
Random one. By the way, he's yawning already. Random one. Do you guys remember back in the day there was that rumor, or not rumor? It was a video leaked, but we never saw the fight footage. There was a video leaked allegedly showing Amber Rose and Jocelyn Hernandez at the fight. I just saw it earlier on today. It appears, according to the video that I saw, it looks like Amber Rose beat up Jocelyn Hernandez, Surprising, because Jocelyn's a big woman. She looks rough. She looks like she's lived a real life. She looks huge. And she's always kind of aggressive. But it looks like Amber Rose got she fucking knocked her head about. I'm not going to lie, it was pretty impressive. Big up Amber Rose. I was really surprised that she did it. But it makes sense because, former stripper from Philly. She's probably been in a few scraps herself, but she handled her shit. She grabbed Jocelyn's head and just smashed it a few times and then got broken up. But Jocelyn won. I think Jocelyn won. I think Amber Rose won. Amber was wrong.
Hunt has had some issues with the UFC as of late legally.
Well, he's in a lawsuit for 10 years with them.
Right. And
Yo, big up Young God Vibes. You can't spell ADHD without spelling Agostino. Oh.
he's recently come out, and this clip's going a little viral, with he's claiming Dana White's going to one day be in jail.
Yeah, until Trump goes,
But then there was a comment here that I can't make big now, but I could on my phone. And Brendan, I wanted to ask you about this, but let's play his clip first.
I knew that I'd be one of the richest men in the world from this lawsuit. I didn't think that, from coming from the poorest kid in the classroom to about to be one of the wealthiest men in the world, it's kind of crazy. This is fun. I'm going to tell you something. Like a lot of the stuff I've told you, that people will sit there, huh? Richest man, and all the they wouldn't even know. Like if I said to a lot of people, if I explained to you what actually happened, you wouldn't even believe me. Before this even is mandated into law, I've already put out in endowments $930 million. And we started talking about an endowment fund. I never knew that I'd be one of
them. So does that mean the UFC just settled with him to end the lawsuit?
Lawsuit. Lawsuit.
That part I didn't follow up on. But this is...
Babe, you have one job. You have one job. You have one job. Just follow up the stories. That's it. Just read a bit. It's not that hard, babes. Instead of remembering to make sure that left shoulder is exposed with one titty out, right? Which is, you know, you could easily pull it up, but she's not. She's letting it, you know, dangle. And that left titty is right in view of Brendan. I think that left titty is like right in view, right? Like if that's a tit, it's right in view. It's there, you know? It's right in view. She's letting him know what time it is, just in case he wants to leave. It's right here. It's right there. Like that, you know?
This is the comment I was going to ask you. Someone wrote it. I can't open it now. It says, for everyone who doesn't understand, there's a law/rule when signing a contract that if the fighter doesn't get paid, he actually has the right and is entitled to. Now I can't open it. Do you know what this
I think
person's
this is
referring
a troll because it's the see more. You can't click on it, so they just want to.
Well, I don't know, Brendan. Is there anything?
He's still getting done by the see more comment thing, honestly. How is Chin still getting duped by the see more? See more.
He actually has the right and is entitled to. Now I can't open it. Do you know what this person's
I think this is
referring to?
a troll because it's the see more. You can't click on it, so they just want to.
Well, I don't know, Brendan. Is there anything when you sign a contract?
2 producers, 1 brain, or 2 producers, half a brain. Fucking hell, useless, man.
That like states.
Mark was paid though.
That's my argument. Yeah, he
No,
was.
they paid him. He lost the fight, so he didn't get his win bonus.
This feels a little unhinged.
I don't think he's unhinged. We just don't have the details. Mark.
Brian's saying what Brendan doesn't want to say because he's scared. He knows if he says something, Mark Hunt's going to come after him and blast him on social. But Brian's saying what Brendan wants to say. He wants to say something mean. He wants to be a little bit rude. He wants to fucking bootlick for Dana. But he's you know, he's watching himself. Because I'm sure they know the same people. They probably trained together. He's just keeping it stum. But he's definitely thinking what Brian's thinking.
I mean, he's talking about he doesn't have $930 million. I don't even know what he's talking about, and I'm having trouble understanding it.
I don't know what's going on with the lawsuit though, because he's been in a straight up lawsuit. I've talked to his lawyers and.
Why have you talked to his lawyers? Why are they talking to you if you're not involved in the lawsuit? In the lawsuit, not the lawsuit.
Him, he's been in the lawsuit for like 10 years.
I mean, here it says back in 2023, Mark Hunt's lawsuit against the UFC, Dana White, and Brock Lesnar alleging fraud.
That's not 10 years though, is it, bro? 2023, 10 years. Yeah, he's so dumb. He's been in a lawsuit for 10 years. 2023.
Racketeering and breach of contract was dismissed by a federal judge in Nevada, September 2023, after a
Brian, the show's 1 hour, man. It's 1 hour long. Can you not yawn and be so tired? Like, what else is this guy doing? He's not looking after his kids because his wife does it. Probably all the nannies are helping too. Why are you so tired? Oh yeah, I forgot he's old, isn't he? He's an older
in
dude.
2023, Mark Hunt's lawsuit against the UFC, Dana White, and Brock Lesnar alleging fraud.
Gramps wanna go to sleep, man. It's fair play. He's older. Gramps wanna go to sleep. Gramps needs his bed right now. Right fucking now. Look at that. But he's still checking a look at the boob though, huh? Gramps needs to sleep, but he's still taking a look at the boob. He's still got Sanaz's left boob on his eye. He's still keeping an eye out for the boob. That's how I know Brian's a black man deep down inside. He's always got his eye on the prize. He's always alert, always ready. Just in case, you know, he can jump into action. No matter how tired he might be, he's always ready.
Racketeering and breach of contract was dismissed by a federal judge in Nevada, September 2023, after a 6-year legal battle. The judge ruled that Hunt failed to provide sufficient evidence to support his claims that the trio knowingly misled him about Lesnar's performance enhancing drug use before their fight.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I saw him last year at Irwan and he was still pursuing it. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Be dope if he got paid.
Yeah, I don't know what this is about, though.
Hey man, you're a former fighter. Can you maybe say something on the case? If you can't say nothing because you're scared or he's a former friend, fair. But they're being very coy. Brendan especially. He's biting his lip. He's biting his tongue. Sorry, he's definitely trying to not say something to rile the old Mark Hunt, which makes sense because Mark Hunt's a scary guy. But yeah, this is an interesting segment. They're walking on eggshells.
I'm about to be the richest man in the world.
Do you want to hear it again? Because I didn't really understand
Yeah.
it either.
Well, from this lawsuit. I didn't think that from coming from the poorest kid in the classroom to
He's saying he's rich
the
now.
wealthiest men in the world. It's kind of crazy. This is fine. I'm going to tell you something. Like a lot of the stuff I've told you, that people will sit there, huh? Richest man, all the they wouldn't even know. Like if I said to a lot of if I explained to you what actually happened.
Of course, Brendan gets on his phone. They could just read the caption too, no? They could just read the caption. Menace MMA. They could just read the caption. That kind of gives you a bit of a gist of what he was saying, Mark Hunt isn't letting up on Dana White. After years of legal battles at the UFC, the former heavyweight, says Dana will end up in jail, quote unquote, over fighter pay and shady dealings. Do you think Mark Hunt has a point? So he's basically, that gives you a brief review synopsis of what he's saying. Just read the caption. God damn it, these people.
You wouldn't even believe me. Before this even is mandated into law, I've already put out in endowments $930 million.
He said he put out in endowments. What does that mean?
Yeah.
There's
So
longer videos of it too.
he's created endowments. He's created like
Hey, guys. If the producers haven't researched the topic properly and you can't offer your opinion, just move on to the next subject. It's not that deep. Just move on, please. Move on.
essentially funds that people can use for various
But he put it out, is what he's saying. Right?
causes. Yeah. So
Did the UFC have to pay him some money? You think it'd be public knowledge?
I guess he hasn't said.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll follow up with
Giving
it.
out an endowments claiming he's been one of the richest men in the world. Okay.
So he's given out $930 million. What the hell?
You can give out 900.
No, that's why this is.
He's already given out 930 million endowments. He's now one of the richest men in the world
They just figure it out on the fly. They're just figuring it out on the fly.
from this lawsuit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
I just
I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah.
Great energy.
Brendan, you've been posting a lot of workout videos, and I just want to. This came on my algorithm now.
Oh, Jesus.
If I have to watch this, we all have to watch it. If I had to watch it, we all have to watch it.
I know exactly what's going to happen.
Well, we all have to deal with it.
No, I ain't doing
Let
it.
me
That's
see.
so stupid that he's doing this.
I can't even tell what's going on.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right on that one. I'm gonna skip forward. I'm all right on that one. I'm gonna skip forward. I'm all right.
Your muscles and this, you can't do stupid shit. You cannot do dumb
The
stuff.
post at insaneaccents.ig says bad luck or no skill.
Just,
Not educated.
somebody doesn't know what. Yeah, not educated. You just don't know what you're doing.
Dude, his knees are so fucked.
Fucking.
The amount of rehab he's going to need to
Someone wrote,
blow-
"Is he okay?"
No, he's not.
Definitely not okay.
No.
This person, yeah, why would you even do that exercise? Just do the machine.
Just get him some rain. Give him a couple of tins of rain. I'm sure he'll be fine. Give him a couple tins of rain. Maybe a nicotine pouch. Maybe some CBD. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I don't know what he's doing.
I've seen
Jesus
that before.
Christ.
I've seen that more than once.
I've never seen that before. It's so stupid.
Oof.
What are they trying to build? The quads then? Or what?
I don't know.
He saw
none of it
somebody
makes
do
any
something
sense.
and thought, there's a lot of information out there that doesn't really.
It's just, clearly he's not like in crazy shape, so he's probably new to the gym.
And you make this plan. I'm
probably-
gonna get in shape. You have
Yeah.
plans, and oh no, you won't be moving. You're
His
gonna
girl
be,
probably broke up with
you
him.
won't be walking for
Yeah.
about.
Oh, no, you're
Yeah,
You
it's
mean
gonna really
2 casts, or-
Yeah, 2.
two.
That's gonna suck.
First time at the gym.
That's gonna suck.
It looked like he blew everything.
Yeah.
Let's take a little break.
Jesus Christ. I can never add. How many ads have they got on this particular show? Fucking hell. Yeah, it's more than ever usually, isn't it? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 only. It feels like more. God damn it, bro. Let me fast forward. Let me fast forward.
All natural.
Fucking hell.
So if
With
you're looking
joy-
determine.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Kids' limits really are. And I'll let you guys watch and you guys can determine. But
Hold on, before we comment, is this kid mentally?
Yeah, he might
No.
be. He
Okay.
might be.
no.
No, he looks normal.
Okay,
I just want to make sure
A lot
before
of
he.
these kids can be a little bit,
He looks normal.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, you watch and you tell me.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Turn up! Turn up!
Square it up.
Turn up!
It's an axe kick.
His dad said, "Showtime." I get it, dude.
Get up! Wait! Wait! Put your weight in. That's good.
His dad keeps going, "Turn it up."
They're doing a good job of describing what they're watching, right? Doing a good job of describing what they're watching. I don't know what the fuck this video is all about, really, to be honest. But to be fair, you know, Sanaz is giving him layups because, you know, Papa's a piece of a dad. Look, he's already looking over there dewy-eyed, right? He's probably thinking of ideas he should do for Tiger. He's give him some new drills to help with his fucking swing. His bat swing is gonna make him fucking punch on walls. So I guess it's good producing that way because it kind of plays into Brendan's interest. But Jesus Christ, man, where did she find this footage? Like, where did she find this clip? What the fuck is this?
I think it's cute.
Yeah, this is a.
But I don't know how hard that is to do. What, can you do it?
Yes.
Look like cinder blocks on that one.
Well, the cinder blocks are
It's
holding
about
him.
the easiest thing of all time. Of all time.
He should probably do
Really?
wrestling or jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
if he wants to, like.
What
Yes,
kind of wood do you
Thomas.
think this is?
It's-
Can I pick it up at
it's-
Home Depot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pine that's
It's
been
the thinnest
heated,
wood.
Like
okay?
balsa wood, I think.
It's pine that's been
So if I pick some up, next episode.
it's not. It's
balsa
not.
wood is like so.
Also,
Please, Sanaz, please do that. Sanaz, please do that. Please do that. Please bring some cinder blocks and some wood so these fucking donuts can try and punch it. Oh, that'd be so good. Imagine one of them break their hand, breaks their arm legitimately. That'll be so good.
do you see how
Easy to
how precarious it is on those? That's not even wood. That's
It's probably
That's
painted.
like balsa, or it's. I think it's like really brittle. It's so within movies when you punch something, you have fake stone, and that's what that is.
But also, if this gives the little dude confidence,
He
more power
might
to him.
be. He might be touched a little bit.
I don't think so. I think you're off. I think a ton of people do taekwondo. You did taekwondo.
That's
You
not
weren't
taekwondo
touched.
though. We didn't do that.
Karate, taekwondo. Some people.
That's
do
karate.
taekwondo.
That's that old
No, some
school
people do that
karate.
in taekwondo too. The taekwondo,
But in
karate.
taekwondo, if you're going to break boards, a lot of times you're jumping in the air. It's athletic. It's hard. You see a lot of it. I did that, but this is a little bit different.
I think with this kid too, like, you know, your friends they're gonna mess with you. They're gonna give you real wood, and you're gonna be like, yeah, oh yeah, I can do this, and
In any
not
studio
gonna be
where
able
you
to
have
break it.
sparring,
I think that's a plot from Karate Kid. I think that's a plot from Karate Kid. What do you say?
this is a little bit different.
I think with this kid too, like, you know, your friends they're gonna mess with you. They're gonna give you real wood, and you're gonna be
What? What the fuck is he even talking about? What? Your friends are gonna do what? They're gonna mess with you with wood. They're gonna make you prove your manliness by punching. What? People just carry wood around in high school just for you to hit. Like, what?
Athletic. It's hard. You see a lot of it. I did that, but this is a little bit different.
I think with this kid too, like, you know, your friends they're gonna mess with you. They're gonna give you real wood, and you're gonna be like, yeah, oh yeah.
Chin is touched. I think Chin is touched. I think he's touched.
It's hard. You see a lot of it. I did that, but This is a little bit different.
I think with this kid too, like, your friends they're gonna mess with you. They're gonna give you real wood. And
Opposite with your friends, right? You know, they're gonna mess with you, and they're gonna give it real wood, right? And what?
you're gonna be like, yeah, oh yeah, I could do this. And
In any
not gonna
studio
be
where
able
you
to
have
break it.
sparring, where you're actually people are getting kicked in the head, knocked out, you make fun of this. I mean, you just do.
I mean, I make fun of Taekwondo and karate in general, but they should have, like, if you want your kid in 2025 to get confidence, put him in wrestling, put him in jiu-jitsu, something he can actually use.
Yeah.
But again, if this is what he likes to do, I don't give, it's better than playing video games or some fucking weird kid,
Yeah.
Like, good for him.
What's weird about video games? What's weird?
Powerful bunch.
Yo, big up Ranger.
Then they'll make you prom queen and pour blood on you.
Sorry, pardon me for that. I don't know this reference. I don't know this reference. Apologies, MJ. I don't know this reference. I don't know what's a prom queen pour blood on you? Is that horror? Carney? What? Carrie? What the fuck is Carrie? Is that a horror film? What the fuck? I don't do horror. I'm a big scaredy cat. I don't do horror. It's a Carrie. What's a Carrie? Oh, Stephen King. Yeah. Out. We're out. X. Satan, Antichrist, Stephen King. Nope. We're done. Press play. Bye.
He's outside breaking shit, doing something athletic, a little thicky,
Yeah.
It's better than what most kids are doing.
There's a whole subculture of these karate guys that put on, they break all the boards. It goes back to the 70s.
Big up young God vibes. Cheers. I'll take that. Big up Sotheby's. This MF only watches runway shows and Tfatk. You don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah.
The 80s,
It goes back to the
before you get
parenting. If I walked in the gym and they were doing this, like, let's get out of here. This isn't real.
Yeah.
You're not going to learn how to fight doing this.
Yeah.
None of that's correct technique. None of that. You're not going to be able to fight anybody. You're not going to be able to defend yourself.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to use it.
If you're blocking punches like this and throwing like this,
Yeah. No.
get out of there.
Yeah.
I just want to say this.
Yeah. Chin definitely did karate and those type of things. That's why Chin's feeling a bit attacked. Chin's feeling attacked because he was definitely that kid.
A Taekwondo master.
Yeah. Throwing like this, get out of there.
Yeah.
I just want to say this. When a Taekwondo master,
Yeah.
one of his rules was always when you're walking around, have your hands like this, because it's fast.
What? He'd have us have our hands like this, and then we'll be holding like his dick and stuff. But he wouldn't be hard. He wouldn't be hard. We'll be holding his dick and stuff, and then we hold each other's dicks like this, and then what?
It's always when you're walking around, have your hands like this, because it's faster to close your fist when you get in a fight.
Yeah, that.
Chin needs an interview, man. Chin needs an interview. I think Chin's lived the life, man. I'd like to know more about Chin. I think Chin's got an interesting story to tell. Someone needs to offer him an interview. I don't know who. Maybe not me. But someone needs to do an interview with Chin. I need to find out more about this man. I need to find out more about his life, his upbringing, because he's a fascinating dude, man. Fascinates me so much.
That's a guy.
I mean, I was a kid and I was like,
he's never fought.
I was a kid and I was like, this guy's. I'm not doing
There's
this
too
anymore.
much information these days. I don't know how karate taekwondo schools are even.
You can go
open.
to karate taekwondo schools if you go to the right one. Those guys are.
What's wrong with taekwondo and karate though? Like, why is that like? Is that even like that kid? Is that what he's doing taekwondo and karate? What is particularly wrong with doing taekwondo and karate? I don't understand. Don't they teach you a form of martial arts? Aren't you getting hit and stuff? Aren't you getting fit? Aren't you working? I don't understand why this is such an issue. He's got a real like snobbery against karate and taekwondo. It's like, I don't know. if a kid's doing taekwondo and karate, it's probably a good thing. No matter how naff you think it is, it's probably a good thing in general that they're going outside and touching
Powerful bunch.
Yeah, big up Sad Aziz.
We will see that chin interview in 5 years on Soft White Underbelly. Titled Alcoholic Fish Obsessed Dinner.
It'll be so good. He'll love the picture bit in the middle. Chin will love that bit in the middle where he takes the pictures. He'd love that. Show up his fucking leg tattoos. Stand there with his little tiny shorts on. Chin would love it. Chin will love it, bro. Yo, big up Josie. Pretty sure one of Rogan's kids. Yeah, true. That is. Yeah, you got a good point. Because I think he's got all girls in it, Rogan, and I'm pretty sure one of the girls does some form of martial arts, whether it's karate, jiu-jitsu, or taekwondo. One of them. Yeah, you're right. Josie's right. So yeah, maybe that's why he hates it. Maybe that's why he hates it.
Kicking and they're athletic and people do get.
But also learn real fighting. Like go kickboxing. But there's so many school up the street. There's a boxing gym now. Yeah. Karate. There's UFC gyms.
You mean MMA gyms, right? You mean MMA gyms? There's no such thing as there's obviously a UFC gym, but you don't go to UFC gyms to that's not how it works, bro. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a civilian. Like
a basic kid that's learning UFC will beat the fuck out of a taekwondo kid. If
learning UFC.
They're just normal skills.
There are people that competition taekwondo with people that are actually kicking and stuff. It can be pretty gnarly.
Yes, they're not punching
they're not punching to the face, but they do kick to the head. People get knocked out. So if that's your thing, it's fine, right? It's like they're like Stevie Wonderboy Thompson started out as a taekwondo guy. His dad has taekwondo schools, and those guys fucking you'll learn distance and kicking and all that. Now,
but you can learn real fighting. Right, you're also going to want. It's also not early 2000s. Yeah. There's no reason why you'd walk into taekwondo gym. There's legit MMA gyms. Yeah. Legit.
But then again, some people.
What's wrong with taekwondo? It's not just another form, another expression, another form. It's like kick karate, isn't it? What's the problem with that? So weird. Yo, big up Skin It. Wagwan Skin It. Wagwan Black American. What's going on, Ryan Harty? What's good? What's good?
People don't want to get hit, right?
Like, then don't go. No, then it's not for you.
Right.
Yeah, then learn the taikatas and all that bullshit.
Yeah. Like some people are more into the dance aspect, the katas and the competition there.
Yeah, I'm talking about a kid that is like getting bullied in school. There's so many access to good gyms where you can learn to fight.
Yes, it's true.
With actual good coaches, not these bullshit YouTube videos.
Like learning some real Muay Thai, kickboxing, some wrestling, some jiu-jitsu.
There's gyms that teach that now.
Yes,
like it's accessible to anybody.
I personally think you get more out of that. Because it's so hard.
But it's real too. Like you can actually use it. Yeah. If some kid's bullying you in school and you fucking double leg him and ground and pound, you're going to use it.
Yeah. But for me, it comes down to what's actually real, what really is.
Brendan imagining double legging and grounding and pounding children is fucking hilarious.
The truth, what really works. Because if people who did karate like that didn't act like they can use it, I'd be fine. The problem is that they act like what they're teaching is actually effective. If they would.
What about if it's just not meant to be effective? It's meant to just be fun. It's meant to be a way to get the kids. Like, wasn't there a bit in that video where the kid hesitated to break the blocks and he looked at somebody? I'm assuming the coach, the parent, or something. That's something valuable, that can kind of be a lesson to you in your when you become an adult. How to persevere. How to try things, whatever else it may be, courage, confidence, all that good shit. It's not like every sport that the kid doesn't mean they have to be a world champion, They just do it for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Why the fuck not? Group environment, especially most karate classes, right? You're doing all that in the it's quite fun. I remember when I used to be young and you walk past a fucking dojo and shit and you hear all the kids screaming. It actually sounded kind of cool. They're all doing it in unison, moving in unison. Like, there's something quite fun about that group, especially if you don't play other sports, right? You need to find a sport that you're kind of interested in. Maybe you're not interested in basketball, football, and shit. There's nothing wrong with just doing that for the fun of it. These motherfuckers telling you, oh no, you should be doing MMA. You should be doing grappling, wrestling. It's like, what about if he doesn't want to do that? What about if he wants to have like a cool little outfit on, stick with it, get his belts, all that good shit? It's not bad. And I think usually karate, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, all those things, they usually have a lot of like events, like, things that you do where you go and travel and face other schools, other club, whatever it may be. Those things are super fun. So yeah, I don't know why they're being so negative and down on it.
Say
Which
this
is wild
not going to
because
teach
in
you.
2025 there's still like
Makes no sense.
YouTube and it's like what?
Yeah.
It's on the parents, you know.
Yeah.
But again, if it gives that little dude
But some
confidence
parents don't want their
and he's
kids to
crushing,
get hurt and all that. I get it.
Well, my dad took me to Taekwondo for specifically the main thing was discipline. So
That's
you
great.
can get that from from any martial art, which is great.
Yeah,
but-
do it.
Koreans are hardcore with that Taekwondo
Do
shit.
it.
I mean, they
and discipline. Discipline's like the biggest.
Yeah.
thing.
100%. And body control. It's athletic, all that stuff. So
They're
Alrighty.
Okay. They're so bored.
that's it.
that's it.
That's
bud.
it.
We did it again. Guys,
Brian was so happy, bro. He was so happy to leave.
that's it.
That's it.
That's
bud.
it.
We did it again.
He's so happy. Brian's so happy to leave.
Guys, Springfield, Missouri, April 18 and 19. Blue Room. I'm
a great
going there.
club.
What's that?
Great club.
It's a great club. Springfield,
What
Missouri,
do you know
April
about that?
18, 19. I will see you there. I'm excited. And we'll shake it up, kids. We'll shake it up. All
All
right.
right, kids. That's it. We love you. This is the Firing Kid. We're out.
Cool. Finally, we did it. We did it, people. We fucking did it. How do you guys feel? Oh, look at that. Look at some of my videos. You can kind of get a gist based on the videos on the screen. You can kind of get a gist on what my vibe is and what I do late at night, late at night, what I'm on to. You know what I mean? Some comics. You see some T-Rail here. Some Ethan Klein snark. Football. Matt and Shay might take a podcast. No Jumper Jason news. You can kind of get my interest based on what you see there, right? Look at me, man. Look at me and my interest. I'm just glad there's nothing too spicy on there. You know what I mean? I'm just glad there's nothing too spicy on there to get me in trouble. So some of you guys won't think I'm, a bit of a weirdo. Cool. Let's continue on. So we did that. Let's go over to the Reddit. Let's see what's happened to the Reddit. Like I said, there's not really much on right now, so we're gonna just see what we can check out. But let's see what have we missed out on. We've seen quite a few of this stuff already. What have we seen here? Bappa is not the Chris Chang of podcasting or comedy. I don't know what that's about. Some AI picture of Brendan. Someone looks like him, or a person that looks like Brendan, I'm assuming. This is titled "Is Everything All Alki?" What is that chauvinism? All Kai. Huh. Let's watch this. Is everything all
Well,
Kai?
just let you guys know, Zuckerberg's not a cuck. He did not tell me to say that. Definitely not. He's on TRT. He does jiu-jitsu, and that makes him a man. Okay.
What the fuck's going on? Honestly, I love this anti-Zuckerberg agenda he has, man. I love the hate bone he has for Zucks. I love it. I love the hate bone he has for Zucks. Because Zucks is in Dana White's good graces and gets preferential treatment. I love it. He absolutely fucking hates Zucks. I love it.
Definitely not a cuck, guys. He's definitely part of our team. Okay.
And really and truly, he's just jealous, basically, from what it seems like to me. There's loads of valid reasons to want to hate on him, Mark Zuckerberg, but I think him getting into jiu-jitsu and trying to not look like a robot and have a bit of a personality isn't a reason not to hate him, But I think Brendan hates him because he's been able to reinvent himself pretty effortlessly, and he's also been welcomed into the MMA UFC world, and Brendan has never been. So I think there is a little bit of jealousy going on there. Just a hint of jealousy.
Okay, I'll buy that. Bitch, got a train. Check out my 2 chains. I'm just
Yo, big up 40 FPS Wagwan G. Oh no, sorry, that's my bad. Same avatar or color wise anyway. Big up Austin Casey. What's going on, GG? What's going on, Andrew W? I see you, Izanella. I see you, Mr. Bob. I see you.
like the rest of the guys. Okay. Jiu-jitsu would make you manly, dude. I'm like, okay.
So, by the way, someone's been laying off the Ozempic, isn't it? I don't know what's happened. Maybe he's run out of his allowance or something. But he's looking a little bit more fuller in the face.
Okay. Do you know how hard it is to run that company? I bet he had no clue about the Biden stuff. Okay. We'll buy that narrative. I'm a UFC fighter. I'm paid from Zuckerberg. The guy's pretty good. Okay.
What the fuck's going on right now?
I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's so unhinged. Oh mate, the jealousy is seeping all through his fucking bloodstream. But yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what his point was. I'm assuming it was a kind of mock Zuck's involvement in MMA UFC. I'm assuming. I don't really get the point of it, but it's also out of context. So maybe there's a point to it. I don't know. But it does sound a bit unhinged. He does come across a bit unhinged. I'm not gonna lie. He does come across a bit unhinged in that video. But this is not surprising because Brendan's had a long-standing, one-sided feud with Mark Zuckerberg. I don't even think Zucks knows he exists, but Brendan's out here doing a lot of hating on the old Mark Zuck. So it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. They learn from the best. Let's play this one. They learn from the blessed. Sorry, they learn from the not blessed, from the best. Always blame the team. Let's go.
We're back.
Do you feeling good with it, or?
I mean, it feels fine. I mean, it feels fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can adjust the volume on the headphones a little bit.
Adjust it a little bit. Turn it up a little bit. Let's just see.
Yeah, the volume's low. It's not me. It's them. The volume's a bit low. It's not me. It's them.
There. How does that sound? 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I feel good. Okay. And I sound good to both the boys?
Yes.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. Val's just a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
As usual.
Yeah.
Ruining the pod.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
how they do you. Damn.
Yeah.
Chappelle fucking Lacey, man. I don't fucking miss that stupid shit grinning smile thing that he was doing to Brett. I get why he did it. Big up my brother Chappelle Lacey. I get why he did it. You have to get paid. You have to make sure you look after the bag. But the human Labrador thing was it was so infuriating, man. It was so infuriating. It might be his personality. It might just be a generally cheery, happy guy. But the over laughing and smiling whenever Brendan would say something. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
girl.
we have to.
No,
we have to.
Yeah. You need someone to blame. You need someone to blame.
We have to blame somebody,
You're right. That's fair enough.
Old
Val, what the fuck?
Yeah, there we go.
I'm a guest in this house and just fuck this.
He's a guest, Val.
Wow.
I don't know. I think that clip is meant to anger people. So I'm not going to bite. I think the clip is meant to anger you. I think the person who uploaded this on the Final Kid Reddit knows exactly what they were doing. So I'm not going to bite. I'm just going to say good luck to everybody. It's good to see they're all friends still, hanging out, doing comedy. Good luck to them all. I'm happy they're healthy and alive. Good luck. Good luck to them all. Old footage of Callan being a creepy, weird freak.
I play the cello, I play the violin, and I play the 13-year-old Filipino boy. And that's when I sodomize him, and he screams.
What?
No, he's 17. 13 is that's not right. It's 17, which is legal in some states.
That's always been his comedy, isn't it? Right? That's always been Brian Callen's comedy. He's always been a bit of a creep. He's always been a bit weird. He's always been a bit sus. That's just his comedy. That's his brand, which obviously also explains why Rogan went quiet when he got accused of what he got accused of. He didn't want anyone, bringing unnecessary attention to his spot. I get it. But yeah, more proof that Brian's been on he's been on that aggressive way from fucking morning. Okay. Austin TV already stoked for the new celebrity couple.
And live
What's that?
action painter Joe Everson's been hard at work creating a special piece just for.
Oh, see, this might get me copyright strike. So, what's this? Pickle and Ben. I took off the sound. What's this about?
Oh, we'll see.
I
We're
know
excited.
it will
We'll
be.
be happy. Oh, this is how.
Oh, is this like a sketch? I'm assuming this is a joke, right?
Ready?
Are we
Here
ready?
it comes. Final step. Be sure, because if it's not, we're gonna give it back.
Oh, Ben.
All right. You ready? Here
All
we
right.
go. Here we go, guys. Let's see it.
Okay.
Just watch out. Here we go. Oh my God, that is.
Honestly, this Reddit is fucking hilarious. They superimpose the picture of Brendan and fucking Sanaz there. That is so fucking good. That's so
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. That is amazing.
weirdly no homo, but they look like they go together, don't they? No homo, and I'm not justifying or encouraging adultery, but they look like they go together. They look like they make a cute couple, don't they? They look like they make a fucking cute couple.
That's it.
He gave my mother HIV.
What? Is that her acting? Oh my god! Wow. When she actually used to look Mexican. Now she doesn't look Mexican at all. What? He gave her mother HIV.
He gave my mother HIV.
What? One more time.
He gave my mother HIV. 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 He gave my mother
Okay. Done. That was good, man. That felt good. It felt like being behind the decks again. I need to go back to mixing. Felt like being behind the decks. That felt good, man. That felt good. That felt fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Big up my HIV sufferers. Big up my HIV survivors. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Cool. Let's continue. Let's get some shit going on here. Big up everybody tuning in. Smash the like, hit subscribe, all that good shit. Join, become a member. We're trying to hit 500 members by the end of the month. We're already on, this is like stream number 9, I think, right? Already. So yeah, join, do all that good stuff, take part, be involved, blah 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 blah. Link is down below to become a member. Anyway, let me scroll down behind. Motherfuckers. My guy Josh Block. Let's talk about Josh Block. Let's talk about Josh motherfucking Block. Josh Block, look at this. Look. Josh Block was on the way to Dubai. He was en route to Dubai. World of T-shirts. My guy Josh Block was on the way to Dubai. Look at his shit-eating grin. He looks like he hasn't showered in many days.
Powerful bunch.
Hey, yo, big up Austin Casey. Blood clot legend. Big up Austin Casey. You're a fucking G. I appreciate you for the 5-member bomb. Big up Blood clot Austin Casey. Everyone that gets some membership, make sure you thank Austin Casey.
Powerful bunch.
Don't be fucking dumb. Thank Austin Casey in the stream chat for the fucking gifted. You're a legend. Appreciate you. 150 members. Here we are. Road to 1
Powerful
million
bunch.
now. I'm gonna do that DSP every time a goal is met. I'll just keep pushing up again to another obscene level. But big up everybody that's joined so far. There's 150 of you here.
Powerful bunch.
Rocking with the kid. I appreciate every single one of you. We're gonna keep on trucking until we keep on trucking. So appreciate you. Big up us in case we got everybody in the stream chat. We're here. You get me? We're here. Who knew? A little bit of consistency, eh?
Powerful bunch.
Who knew? Who knew, eh? Fucking hell. Anyway, let's go. So, Austin Casey. Big up Austin Casey. Joshua Block went to Dubai. I don't know. Maybe Austin Casey has been to Dubai. But Joshua Block tried to go to Dubai. Guess what happened? Dubai said no. Look what happened. He gave us an update via his Instagram account, and he said that he wasn't allowed to enter into Dubai. They turned him away. Courtesy of his Instagram, he said, I got deported from UAE at the immigration. They said that they have no reason why. They will put me in the next flight back to JFK. So he was denied entry into Dubai. Now, I'm thinking, my initial reaction or my initial theory was that maybe World of T-shirts, aka Joshua Block, because he loves to drink and he's a bit crazy. I had the feeling that maybe he was already causing a ruckus on the plane, and when they landed, word got back to the immigration that there's a guy on the plane that's being unruly, and they turn him away anyway. Or the other thing I was thinking of, maybe he was drinking on the plane. Maybe he's one of the type of people that loves to have a drink, get a bit tipsy, and when he got to immigration, he was already slurring his words, being crazy, and didn't want to let him in. That could be the reason. That's what I initially thought. But according to the update, that's not the case. This is what happened. Look, this is what happened. So he updated his Instagram again. It says, I was deported from Dubai by immigration because of a 2024 arrest for the subway incident. I don't know how long they will hold me in the airport before I can come home, but I got into Canada 3 times. I don't know how this is a problem. So he got in. Wow, man. What system do they use for that? Is there some sort of like, because I'm so, this is going to sound ignorant, but what are they checking? Is there like a database for crimes and shit? So he committed some sort of he committed a crime on the subway in New York, I'm assuming, in 2024, that then alerted people in Dubai when they looked up his name. Like, what are they checking? Are they checking an international database, or are they checking the database of America? How are they doing that? I'm so dumb. Please let me know in the stream chat. How is that possible? What's going on there? Interpol, ASON is saying. Interpol, really? So Interpol has like subway violations on there. Is that a thing? Or is that not crime? Or are we all dumb? Like, does Interpol have subway violations on there? They checked the they checked the hadith from the Quran. It's fucking hilarious. It has everything. Okay, bring up Brian. It has everything. Big Young Old Vibe. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Yes, there's a database for crimes that is international. Okay, cool. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's what he said there. And then the next slide, people laughing in the comments. Ha 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 ha. Best case scenario. Da, 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 da. And then this is the picture of him getting arrested in 2024. That's when it happened. Now, personally, as a big fan of World of Clips and World of T-shirts and Joshua Block, I think this is a blessing in disguise. I think it's a good thing he didn't get into Dubai. I think it would have been the worst thing for him to go to Dubai. I think if he would have went to Dubai, he would have likely ended up in prison because of how, drunk he gets, crazy he gets, the screaming, put the shit into the fry, put the fries in the bag, bro, all that sort of shit. He would have been getting trolled out there. He would have ended up getting on someone's nerves and getting chucked into a prison. So it's probably for the best that he didn't enter the country in the first place. I personally think it worked out well. So that's Joshua Block. And then we're going to check out a video that saturated content made about him that we have to watch. Now, just going to forewarn you, those of you who like to watch these streams, just going to forewarn you. This is the title of the video. World of T-shirts, Hygiene on Rapid Decline. This is the title. So I'm assuming it might be something a bit icky. So if you're eating or drinking something yummy, please, mute the screen, go somewhere else and come back in half an hour or something. Because this might not be the most this might not be the most tasteful content for you. So if you feel free to leave, it's okay. Because I think this is going to get disgusting very quickly. Big up saturated content.
I'm currently live on party.com/world of t-shirts. I just shipped my pants! I'm not coming home. I'm staying in Costa Rica. I'm gonna live there. April Fools! First of all, everything's in Spanish and prices are in the colonas.
World of T-Shirts is back in the similar grind that he's been doing for some time. He's traveling to different countries. He's wearing the same green pants since St. Patrick's Day, flying on international flights, just stinking that whole fucking place up. Can't control himself. He even had another fish incident recently. Now, I wasn't really sure how I was going to present this in the video because, you know, there's a decent chance I would get taken down for the implication of things. But needless to say, Josh, his track record with animals, not great. Not a great look from good old Joshy Poo here. But instead, we're going to fixate on some of his hygiene issues. You know, he's been a little bit of a
no, here we go
stinky boy over the last, I don't know, 2 years. And it's only gotten worse and worse and worse. And it sort of stemmed from, there's this other guy, I've never really heard of him before, named Bassmaster or something like that, who interacted with Mr. Bass and Josh was just, he wasn't feeling him. He didn't want to interact with him. He didn't want to collab with him. He didn't want to do any of that. And he was just having a hard time because his eyes are on the prize. And the prize are running down the street trying to find his next liquor bottle he can down. Alright? So stop asking him questions.
No, I don't want to stay at
Please.
No!
Do you know how many people would love to be invited to stay at Bassmaster's house?
No!
Just stay for a couple days.
I said no!
Alright! Alright! You alright, Jack? Ed, you alright?
I'm fine. Please, Josh.
No!
No, I was thinking like fast forward.
Shut the fuck up! I said no! I said it 12 times. Nothing's gonna change that.
And it's a bit surprising, and I apologize. Bassmaster, not Bassmaster Saturated, you stupid bitch. Josh would collaborate with anybody. We've seen him go on all these different trips with the Duncan guy, with Adam22, going all over the place interacting with people, but
Big up Big Mickey. Bro really thinks he Joker. He actually is a Joker. That's the irony of it, Big Mickey. He actually is a Joker. Get it? Big up what's the case? Who even is this guy? He's the famous put the fries in the bag, bro. He's that guy. He's the famous guy of the put the fries in the bag meme. You get it? You get it? If you don't get it, it's okay. Don't worry, you're probably better off not knowing.
But no, an acquaintance of Mr. Bass, we're not having that. We're not dealing with that. I just want to get out of this car right now and chase people down the street. Alright, you think I have time to go to your luxury house to stay in? We ain't doing that. Now, unfortunately for Josh, right, he has these interactions, he's doing a stream with these guys, and, you know, Mr. Bass, always on the hunt, always on the prowl to get the next big juicy content, you know, so I can sink my teeth into and saturated content can make a commentary video about. And it just so happens that they are discussing Josh's lack of hygiene and how he smells like wet hay and or a
To be fair, a lot of these IRL streamers anyway, I just don't imagine them being the most clean people in the world, you know what I mean? A lot of these IRL streamers strike me as the kind of people who wear the same clothes, the same everything for like a week straight, you know? Don't even brush their teeth. You know those type of people. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
A homeless person.
Well, I think he can smell better and worse on different days. And one day was like, it did smell.
You're correct about that.
And yeah, when he was sitting in your chair and he got up, it was like, wow.
Jesus Christ.
You know, but that's just, you know, somebody that's not showering regularly enough. And it is what it is. It's fine. But then yesterday he was at my house, and to be honest with you, dude, there's a certain smell that I recognize on a lot of homeless people, and he has that. He slightly has.
Imagine not being homeless, but you smell like you're homeless. If somebody's homeless and they smell the way they do, you have all the patience and all the sympathy in the world for them because their situation's fucked up. You don't even bat an eyelid. But when somebody's not homeless and they smell like that, you're going to be judging. You're going to be looking at them like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You have no excuse to smell that way. Douche. Shower. Now.
that smell.
How would you describe that smell?
The best way I can describe it is like hay. Like, you know, hay in a barn?
Yeah, you're right. I do smell that around Josh a little. But hay isn't a terrible smell, though, right?
Exactly. That's why I don't mind the homeless smell.
Yeah, but also that first glance for Joseph Rogan. Yeah, this is Methy Rogan. That's what it is. This is Methy Rogan. Maybe Rogan's already evil Rogan, but this is eviler Rogan.
Of the world.
I don't know if you've seen his fingernails at times. They're so caked thickly with dirt. It's like it almost looks like they're painted, like two-tone, you know?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I know clipping nails for some autistic people.
Can you imagine what the color of the water must be like when he washes his hands? Could you imagine when water teachers have to wash his hands? Could you imagine what the color of the water? Could you imagine what it'll be if he washed his hands with soap from time to time? God Almighty.
People is a challenge.
I think like all the maintenance it takes to have proper hygiene is like an overwhelming amount of shit to do for him, I'm guessing, the way he looks at it.
Because if he's only going to shower once a week, make it count, you know, because he's probably not even showering once a week, I would imagine.
I've offered him $1,000 to go shower privately at my house, you know, while we're streaming in the living room, and he won't do. Like, I've tried really hard. That's one of the things I've never been able to accomplish, is to get him to actually shower.
So I know this guy makes money with him, but you're able to sit down and stream in this guy's flat. This guy's apartment looks like it's very cramped. Yes, he's got a lot of shit in it, but it looks like a small place. You're on top of each other. So you're willing to sit down with him and make content, knowing full well he hasn't fucking showered in months or weeks or whatever. The money must be really good. The money must be really good to turn a blind eye or to pretend like you can't smell whatever the smell is. God Almighty.
And it's an important one, but it's much harder than you're making it sound.
Well, yeah, well...
He just lies and says he did it, and then he didn't do it. You know what I mean?
This is a tough look, right? You know, and Josh obviously doesn't really care. There's no real ramification to him, because people are going to keep... Mr. Bass isn't going to turn him away because he's too much of a stinky boy, all right? But $1,000, I know, and we'll get to this a little bit later, Josh has been... we started out with him saying, I only make 60 grand a year, I can't do this anymore. Now he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, allegedly. So $1,000 is nothing, Mr. Bass. You're gonna have to amp those numbers up if you want to see some decent hygiene off of this boy. And it just, it makes my spine shiver a little bit because, not to brag, but I shower basically every single day. I know, a bit of a flex. I'm sorry. I get the scrub-a-dub-dub and I'm going to town with it. But, with Josh, I just start to think, I've seen Cyrax, I've seen Cobes, and I see bugs start to form. They start to come out of nowhere. And I'm like, this dude is literally...
To be fair, it is, just thinking about it off the top of my head, it is a bit of a locale thing. I wonder if it's tied to autism. Because DSP has a peculiar relationship with showering. Wings also. Boogie also. I can't think of somebody else, but I think those three at least have a very odd relationship to like personal hygiene. So I wonder if it's just a citizen thing, if it's a locale thing, or they're just all inherently lazy. But they all have very odd ways. I think, one showers once a week or whatever it is. It's just odd, all around.
Drinking himself to death and running.
Oh yeah, exactly. Big up AN, exactly. ANSN, exactly. Yeah, Yuri too. He's another one that has a weird relationship with fucking showering too.
Down streets and living in the gutter and doesn't clean himself. I can't imagine. Just picture this in your head. Take your your middle finger and your index finger, rub it against your arm, all right? Now imagine what that would feel like if you did that to Josh's arm. That's all I'm trying to say, right? I'm just saying, the vibe's probably just a little bit off. Just a teensy bit off. And, we get it a little bit worse. So for some reason, Josh, when he's doing his live streams, he doesn't really have an understanding of the social construct of where you should and should not stream yourself. It just so happens that for some reason recently he chose to live stream himself in the bathroom, and I'm sure his hygiene in there was just A+, just supreme.
Right there. Wait. What's going on? Right there.
Oh, he's on Tik. Oh, he does it on TikTok sometimes as well. Ah, he's on TikTok as well. No wonder he's so good. No wonder he's so popular then. Because TikTok is a place for delinquents. Like, I was on there one time, and I swear to God, there were people on TikTok like railing lines and shit. Depending on what time you check it out, you can find random people just going crazy on the live section. Like, and they're getting sent a lot of stuff. Like, all these roses are like, you know, it's like their form of donations. I forgot what the value is, but yeah, there's a lot of like unhinged behavior when it comes to live streams on TikTok. That makes a lot of sense. Now I understand.
I think I backed it up again.
Oh,
my.
What did he say? I think I backed it up again. Again? How many times have you shit in this bar toilet, bro?
God, I had to shit big.
So these are two different splice clips, all right? I'm not gonna pull a fast one over on you, all right? The other time was Mr. Bass trying to get content. This time was Josh literally live streaming himself taking a shit in the bathroom, and then he backs it up. It's just too much, you know. The forces of Jaeger and whatever, you know, Mike's Hard Lemonade combined together with oysters. Just, it's too much for the New York City sewer system. And unsurprisingly, he doesn't wash his hands out the door. He also brings his drink into the bathroom with him, and it's just like, it's grossness like this, right? But it's like, it's kind of expected. You know, your expectations whenever you watch anything related to Josh should be at like.
Is this also normal for people that have whatever he must have, you know, to be like this into alcohol, or is it everyone has their own little interest? Because the boosting is wild, isn't it? Like, he's already got, you know, his issues he's dealing with, but then he's also on top of it got a crippling addiction. Like, you know, yeah, it must be so difficult being him day to day.
Below ground level, you're in the basement at this point. There's no real redemption associated with that, and you're just kind of stuck here watching him just slowly decay. And then we get to see some more like public interactions of how stinky he is and how dirty he is with other people. He went on another one of those, like, I don't even know how to describe them, air quote dating shows where the guy stands there and they bring out like a carousel of different women and then they like roast each other, but they pretend like this is a date or whatever. I don't know who the target audience is. It's not me. You know, I'm over here fucking picking my nose. I can't be bothered. So whatever. You know, he has a nice date with this lovely lady and they start to talk about personal hygiene and how to take care of yourself, and it doesn't go very well.
You see those? Like, no, your nails look nasty as fuck. Like, come on.
I didn't clean. Hold on. I'll do it.
You're gonna do it? Like, look at that. Come on, dog. Like, you're not. You're not touching me. Right.
I don't blame her. You're not touching me. I don't blame her.
Go to Ling Ling. No. Oh my God. Stop your mouth.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Give me that.
Come on, stop it.
Oh my God.
I know how to use a nail clipper. I know.
hands.
I don't brush my nails when I'm in the shower.
Oh, so that means. But how are you gonna keep yourself clean? You can't keep me clean. You can't keep the house clean. You can't keep nothing clean. What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. I'm trying to teach her to be clean.
It
You have to keep
doesn't
a woman.
matter.
You have to keep a woman with clean nails. Like, you can't have dirty nails.
I'm
touching me.
beautiful.
Josh, how does she smell?
You're 1 out of 10.
Is I love how shameless this exploitation is. I love it. I love how, like, they're not even trying to pretend. Like, it's like, even me, a guy that enjoys craziness, who enjoys filth, who enjoys chaos energy, this is kind of bumming me out. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of bumming me out.
Josh wanted to call her a bitch so bad. You know, his instincts were kicking in, but you know, she's bigger than him. The fight probably wouldn't go down super well, but I don't know if you want some like feces riddled claws just slicing into you. So maybe Josh has his own like poison immunity that keeps people away, kind of like a, you know, wild animal in the Amazon rainforest, you know, keeping the predators off your back by just being a real big stinky boy. And watch him trying to clip his fingers with the nail clippers was just brutal. I've seen it before. So I mentioned in the past I used to watch a lot of, you know, Jason Genova, Del Rey Misfits stuff. There was a clip of Jason Genova trying to clip his toenail, and he just like rips at it. He like cuts it at first and then just rips at it. And that's sort of what Josh was doing, giving me a bit of anxiety. I don't like seeing that. And speaking of which, you know, in the previous episode of World of T-Shirts, we discussed how Josh potentially got diagnosed with pancreatitis, and it's probably affiliated or related to his alcohol consumption. Now, he's gotten a little bit of time without a big flare-up, and we still don't technically know for certain. Josh obviously said it wasn't pancreatitis, it's some sort of abdominal issue, whatever. Well, it's back again, and he's just sitting there having a rough time.
Josh, what do we do for a living? What do we do for a living? Not much. Not much. Did Pat make those girls leave us? They did, right? What's that? You alright? You gonna vomit?
Big up Coiler. What's the worst pain? For those of you who's had it, what's worse? Kidney stones or pancreatitis? Those of you who've had pancreatitis and kidney stones, what's worse?
What's going on?
So he has to sort of get into this mode, right? You know, we see it a lot whenever he's drinking. He gets into this mindset after he has one sip of alcohol where his body's like, I ain't dealing with that. Now he's just sitting there doing nothing. And his body is just like, you know, DEFCON 20. You get this bro out of here. Put him in a hospital. Can't be dealing with that. And at the same time, so we have like instances like that. And I wanted to...
Yeah, Ucha, yeah, kidney stones, yeah, cool. Cool, I wouldn't wish kidney stones on my worst enemy. Yeah, I've heard. I've not had either, but I've heard kidney stones are fucking brutal. Like, you know, debilitating pain. Crazy pain. Probably even more so when it passes.
To make sure that we still included some classic freakouts from Josh, because I think that's some of the most enjoyable moments. To see, you know, the cult of personality that is built around Josh.
Oh, fucking hell, Quayle, please. God almighty. Worst pain I've ever been in ever. And I had to shoot a rock out of my hog. Oh my god. Ay.
Josh over the past year is pretty bizarre. For the most part, when I first started talking about him last summer, I felt like he could go out places and not really get recognized by anybody, and nowadays it's like he can't go anywhere without a group of people forming, and we get stuck with this situation where, you know, I forget what they're called, but, you know, people in the community call them like saviors or whatever, trying to protect Josh from the horrible evil people trying to aggravate him, and it doesn't go super well here.
Spitting's bad, Josh. Don't do that.
Wow.
We don't want to. Stop spitting, Josh. Stop it. Stop it. Josh, come back in the house. Please. All right, let's go. No. Oh!
Josh, it's okay.
All right, let's go in the house. Go in the house. You made your point. Go in the house. Go. Run in the house. Go. Go. These are nice people with us. Go.
Come on.
What? You want it? You want it?
Josh, come back in the house.
Josh,
Let's go. No.
And I didn't even hear anybody say put
what?
Put the fries in the bag, and he's already going on his meltdown. He can't control himself. Throwing a free beer, that was a gesture of peace. You know, that was an offering to
Are you for real, Koila? If it's too big, they have to blast it with a laser from the outside. Huh? Oh my god, brother. Oh my god. Never had either. I think the piss, but oh, okay. Too much. I can't handle this.
Become best friends, sing Kumbaya together, and understand you can have a nice little drinky poo, but no, he's just gonna smash it on the ground. He can't be dealing with that shit. He doesn't want to deal with it, alright? He just wants to go out and party hardy, alright? And that's what he's gonna do.
The star of our show, Mr. Joshua Block. How are you, Josh? All right, so McSorley is across the street.
We're not going anywhere.
We're totally not going. You want to see if they recognize us with the wigs? Do you want to go to standings?
We could try.
Yeah, that's a good one. This is way out of the way of those punks, right?
Yeah.
So what, are they trying to hide under the wigs or something? Or is this a special occasion? I don't know what they're talking about here.
So this whole...
Believe me, I've tried to sneak into McSorley's with a pink wig. It did not work.
This is some sort of like late stage dystopian civilization footage I feel like you would find. This would be like the precursor films at the beginning of a Mad Max film, where it's like, here are the final days of civilization before everything went to shit. Here's a 50-year-old convicted felon and a 30-year-old, mid-20s, autistic alcoholic man wearing wigs walking down the street discussing which bars he hasn't been banned from, which is kind of surprising. You know, I like my...
Uche, is that what? Or they have to put a little pole with scissors up your dick hole to break it into smaller... No.
Nice hole in the wall type of bar, but I'm not getting rowdy enough to go bananas and get banned from places. And obviously, you know, you start towing the line a little bit once you start live streaming everything you're doing. If you're taking your drinks and your dirty claws into the bathroom and just taking a massive dump, it's gonna rub some people the wrong way. But Josh is always looking on the bright side of things, you know. He sees all of us as being little peons now. In the past, he was a little peon. He was a little baby boy, you know. He couldn't afford a lawyer. He couldn't fly all over the country. He couldn't do any of that. But times have changed, and we are gonna rue this day.
Have a great night.
I make 400 grand and you don't. Loser, 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 loser. I'm gonna call the cops.
Can't be loved by everybody. Come on, Josh.
400 grand a year.
He's a loser.
I make
He's a loser.
I make
Quiet,
400
quiet.
grand and
Quiet.
you don't.
You know.
He's very DSP-like, isn't it? He's very DSP-like. There's a lot of similarities between them.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I understand for all the broke boys that are out there that are feeling kind of bad, you know. Josh is making 400 grand a year. It's probably not reflecting super well for yourself. You got to go to the ball crushing facility every single week. It's hard work, and all he has to do is get drunk and fall into the streets. I mean, that's a difficult time, but you can just reflect. He can say, I make 400 grand and you don't. Well, you can just, you know, respond back. Let's own him. Let's own him. I'm going to live to be 40. Oh, burn. You know, it's just like, I don't know how I've reached this point in my life where I'm I'm arguing with a perennial alcoholic man who lives in a city that I don't live in, and is just, we're beefing over it, you know. We'll make it to 40, you know. That's one bonus. And there's this old-timer clip which I want to show where Josh is literally running down the street and some dude is filming this from like the rooftop, and it is just cinematic gold.
I make 400 grand and you don't. I make 400 grand and you don't.
Imagine he doesn't shower, right? He also seems to always wear the same clothes, and he runs around a lot, and he drinks a lot. Usually when you drink a lot of booze, You usually sweat quite a bit as well. So could you imagine how he must smell? On top of not showering, he's running, he's drinking. He must smell like boiled onions, you know?
This is like the cutscene or like the post-credit scene in a Marvel movie where, you know, the villain escapes from the prison and he's running down the street.
I also love the fact that he's running, screaming what he's screaming down the street, and New York is full of so many psychos that no one bats an eyelid. I love that. It happens a little bit here in London too, but I think New York is definitely the place where people just keep it moving. No one's even batting an eyelid. No one's offering to help. No one's checking if he's okay. They just keep on moving. Let him run down the street screaming what he's screaming, and then just gonna keep on keeping on. I love it.
Singing jollily, so you know that you know, I insert superhero villain here movie part 2 is coming out, and you just get so amped up for that. Now, sort of as a continuation of the previous clips of him walking around talking about how braggadocious he is, how cool he is. Well, unfortunately for him, he's got people following him around, and now he's got a guy who's doing drive-by, put the fries in the bags, and Josh doesn't understand how this man keeps finding him.
I'm scared.
No, you're not.
Get him away.
You're not scared. Come on.
What is he gonna do to me?
No, Josh, no. No, please, Josh. My house. No one's after you. No one. No one's after you. Run to my house. Go to my house. Go to my house.
This guy as well, man. This minder guy of his as well, like.
House. Go to my house.
Go!
No,
It's Mr. Bass guy.
Go forward. Run forward. Run. Go. Run to my house. Stop it. Stop. You're going to get hit by a car. Stop. Run.
In the back. How'd you find me again?
Go.
This damn country!
We're
I
almost at
want
the
to go
house.
home to Italy!
No, we're almost in the house. We're almost in the
This
house.
damn country!
Up the stairs, Josh.
How did you find me again? I don't know. Maybe because you're on live stream?
Go home to Italy!
We almost saw Josh retaliate against Mr. Bass, his one true lover. I'm not, you know, there is trouble in Hollywood at this point. He's about to bash him with the tripod, you know, giving Mr. Bass some flashbacks to what was going on with Alex Norvell. I don't know. You know, history likes to repeat itself a little bit, but they end up going back to.
Big up Younger Vibes. This is low key sad. What's sad about this? Is it? Yeah, what is sad? Please, because it feels sad, but it's not. I don't know how to describe it. The feeling is weird. Do I feel bad for laughing sometimes? Yes. Can I help it? No. Like, I don't know. Cause he's like a grown man, isn't it? He's an adult. I don't know. What can we do? There's literally nothing that we can do, you know? I don't know.
To the apartment doing whatever. It was a typical type of Joshua Block, Mr. Bass stream type of thing. But I thought it was worthwhile to discuss some of his hygiene issues. It's become more prevalent.
That man is mentally ill and needs a good human. Yeah, good. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but here we are, I guess. But also, honestly, it's sad because he wants to go back to Italy. He wants to go back to Italy, and no one was taking him back home. Como se dice, take me back to a place that I know.
As I said at the beginning, those like green pants he's been wearing, he's worn them for like almost a month straight. And obviously, I mean, here's a crazy.
They're nice pants though. Spider, big up Young Thug. They're nice pants.
Crazy idea I've never even considered. He's not washing his clothes, right? You think when he does change his clothes, you think he just throws them in like a trash bag and just gets ready to throw them on another time? I'm actually curious about that because he's living in and out of hotel rooms and in different countries. He's not going to a laundromat. Are you kidding me? That's insane. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll leave you with this final clip, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Josh, no, don't end it. No, don't end both streams. It's so good. No, Josh, no.
Jesus Christ. Okay, cool. Let's move on from that one. I don't know what to say. Big up Josh. I'm glad he didn't go to Dubai. I'm glad he ended up getting turned away at immigration, because I think if he would have ended up in Dubai, he would have been in big trouble and likely would have ended up in prison. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Let's move on. Let's do. What was he gonna do? We did that one. Oh, I was gonna do something. I forgot which one I was gonna do. Let's do some Wings. Wings of Redemption. Wings returns to Local Live despite brutal attack on wife. Let's do Wings. Big up Breaking Banquet. Let's do a bit of Wings. Wings is back on Local Live, by the way. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? No. Are we surprised? No. Oh, hold on. Let me skip ahead of it.
Good to see you back.
I almost wanted to do like the punch at the camera thing I did sometimes, but I thought that would be in bad taste. My vacation's not been going very well.
Sorry. We called you yesterday, and you've been picking up DoorDash again.
Keemstar blew up his spot. I think that was revenge, because Wings is always, exposing behind the scene Local Live stuff to the fans. So I think Keemstar did that on purpose. I think he exposed the fact that Wings is back door dashing again, or driving, or doing DoorDash, sorry. So kind of, getting back for all the times he's kind of spoiled things about Local Live. But now the trolls know too. This is a bad thing, because those Wings trolls are vicious. They're going to get him banned again.
Don't do that. The thing about that is, if my trolls know I'm doing it, now they're going to try to get it taken away from me again. Because I had somebody in Jester help me get it back. Let me say this: full mask off, undisclosure things. Right? I went broke in 2015. Absolutely broke. I had $400 to my name. That's it. I had $400 to my name, and I needed a set of tires on my truck because they were just completely waxed. Right? That's when I started streaming.
Hayes superjetted $20. Wings wants Piggy Smalls. Not even Kelly can stop true love.
Jesus Christ.
That's not true. But I made a promise to myself when I started streaming, because I went on stream that January of 2015, and people donated enough to get me a new set of tires. And I seen a new revenue source in streaming, and I'm like, I'm not going to fuck up again.
Surely if you're like down to your last $400 and you raise some money to buy some tires, maybe don't even buy the tires. Maybe you got some other things you to focus on instead of tires for your car, especially if you don't leave your house. Maybe that money could be best spent on other things, maybe. What am I to know?
Not going to go back the route I did with like the PKA and like the machinima money and all this other stuff. So from 2015 onward, I've been super conscious about every dollar I spend for the most part. So I have a very nice nest egg squirreled away. And part of that nest egg is, and this is where we're...
Honestly, what is this conversation? Why is he even mentioning all this stuff?
Coming around to the DoorDashes.
Yeah, DoorDash, and now you're talking about your savings. What?
I generally keep $5,000 to $10,000 in a savings account.
Press X'd out.
That is funded completely by DoorDash.
X'd out.
Right. And if I want to borrow money, I don't go to the bank. I borrow it from that account, and I pay myself back at 0% interest.
Ooh, big businessman. This is X'd out, by the way. X fucking out. This big brain business finance thing he's got going on here is all cap, all cap. He wishes his life was like that, but it's not true in reality.
And recently, since I thought I was off the show, I took the money out of my DoorDash account and I paid my truck off.
Jesus
and I'm
Christ.
rebuilding it again.
Wait, I'm confused. How much did you own the truck?
Exactly.
About 18,000.
Wow. And you had 18 grand in the DoorDash account?
I had 10, but I have.
So you lied. You lied.
I have a good savings account as well, and I also have money in investments that I could cash out. Which my investment's been taking a hit the last couple of weeks. Like I still have every dime from the boogie fight, every single dime, and I've only spent 10% of the locale money. So I have almost every dime of all the checks we've made.
I spent all that too.
Like I don't know if you.
Of course you did. We know that, Boogie. We know. We can look at you and see you spent it.
Ever noticed? Like I always wanted to keep doing my own shit, and a lot of that's because I know if anybody gets fired, it's going to be me. Because
now, since you off the locale show, maybe Kelly can get some money being Chris Brown's sparring partner.
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! That's the thing I love about this, by the way. Do I care that Wings is going to be back on Locale Live? No. Even though he physically assaulted his wife on camera, I don't give a fuck. He's a locale, they're mess. Kelly's, enabling and turning a blind eye to the abuse and whatever. It's her own problem. She has to figure it out herself. And if he leaves the show, Locale Live will die because no one wants to watch, a live stream of Boogie basically sucking Keem's dick the entire time. You need that, hard-headed fucking energy from Wings in general. But I think the biggest punishment he's going to have is that he's never going to hear the end of it. Every time he streams a Locale Live, he's going to hear incredibly cutting, offensive, brutal fucking super chats from people. He's never going to turn it off. So that is basically his punishment. His punishment that he has to live with people knowing that he, whatever. And they're never going to let him forget about it. That I think is a good, it's a good trade.
Polka Gaga super chatted $19.99. You better Wings
wait
of
a minute.
retirement.
Wings of retirement, hilarious.
Because like I knew that if out of the three of us, I was the one that's going to get fired at some point. Because like I've always been bullheaded, and I've never been the type of person that would back down to anybody, and I've always said my piece. Like even when I worked outside of YouTube, that's one reason I stay on YouTube, because I hate authority. 100.
Ooh, edgy. I hate authority. Look at this guy.
100%. I'm the kind of person, like, you can ask me to clean the bathroom, but you never tell me to clean the bathroom.
Yeah, you never had a job. That's why. Like, you get told to do loads of things that you don't want to do simply for a check. You've not had to do that because you've been fortunate enough to make a career doing streaming, but he's acting like he's above being told what to do. Trust me, when you're hungry and you've got a job, you'll do whatever needs to get done to make sure that you keep the lights on. Oh, Wings out here, man. I don't do anything. It's like, what? Okay, guy.
Right? Like, if you ask me to clean the bathroom and it's my turn, 100%, I'll go scrub that motherfucking toilet. But you go clean the bathroom or go home, I'll show you how to fucking go home.
No one's going to tell you clean the bathroom and go home. They're going to fire you maybe, but they won't offer you to go home. And they're usually going to make you get it done anyway. Especially if you need a job. You're going to figure out and get it done. Because every job you do, you're going to be told what to do at some point.
Yeah, you are probably one of the most stubborn people I've ever met. This whole scenario where it all fell apart after, and I've said this a million times, and like for some reason the internet doesn't believe me. When me and you got in our scuffle, we would have resolved that. I know 100% we would have resolved that.
Yeah, because he fucking smushed you and ripped his nail across your fucking throat. I think Wings realized at that time that, okay, I can take the piss out of Wings, I can call him names, but at the end of the day, when we fight, he's going to knock my head off, So it was good to see. It was good to see him say that, because it's like, yeah, you know the power of Wings. You felt it. You felt his hand around your neck and shit. You don't want none of that action. None. Oh, sorry.
That. It's just all the shit after, right? Where it just escalated it to a whole different thing. But it is what it is. People forget that me and you have been butting heads for 15 years.
That's not a good thing.
Longer than that.
Like 2009, we've been butting heads since then. So
yeah, so that's
powerful
16, 17 years ago.
Yeah, big up Martinez.
Motherfunker, we are here. Big up redacted lol cows.
Big up Martinez. You're a legend. Appreciate you.
It's so frustrating because as I was so on your side, I don't like the scripting, but when you got physical, your point went out the window.
Exactly.
I feel you. Like again, I'm taking full accountability. I put somebody I love in a situation they never should have been in. Like we have disagreements on
one more time.
Love in a situation they never should have been in. Like we have I put somebody I love in a situation they never should have been in. Like we have disagreements on what it was, but I never.
There's no disagreement. We all saw it. You pushed her on the ground. You pushed her on top of a table. Luckily, that table was not her fucking dining room table thing going on. Luckily, it was just a fucking pitch. Luckily,
I never should have got to that point. Like, and I see this in hindsight in 2020, but like I was so anxious, and like even like today, like up to the 0 hour, Boogie and Keem were on the phone with me trying to get me to come on. Because like I didn't feel like I'm in the right headspace to go over this just yet.
I love how he's trying to be a victim, by the way. He's the one that assaulted his wife on camera, but now he's trying to play the victim. You gotta love Wings.
Added $19.99 to report the abusive dasher.
Stop that one.
For
Stop
safety
that one. Stop
concerns.
that one. That's
In
not.
the
That's brilliant. Someone super chatted how to contact Usher and report a driver or something. That's absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane.
Sure.
I don't have
It's retarded. You're a retarded person.
Select
Stop being a
chat
retarded
support.
person.
Share your
Stop being a
concern
retarded
with the
person.
support team.
Well,
Jesus
Tennessee
Christ.
donated $5. Did I practice on Kelly for the boxing match? No, but Kelly was my my glove partner.
Yeah,
Like, she would hold the mitts for me and stuff like that. And like, I didn't have a man around, so I let Kelly hit me in preparation of taking punches. Because like one of the things when you get into a fight is you got to go ahead and accept you're going to get damaged. You're going to get hit. And I didn't want to go into the fight and find out what getting hit was like, because it's been like high school since I actually got into a fight before I fought Boogie. And like, you don't remember, you forget what it's like to be hit. I want to air this out because it's something that needs.
It's surprising though, considering what he looks like, considering how he sounds, considering his attitude. I'm actually surprised he's not been involved in more fights, to be fair.
Needs to be aired out. Like that phone call, you guys, when we were on the way back home, that hurt my feelings so badly.
He's gonna cry.
And I know why it happened, right? And look, I've said it 1,000 times. I said it before. Like I didn't know who grabbed me. I was grabbed from behind.
I was grabbed from. What is this grab from behind stuff? Why does he keep saying this? I was grabbed from behind. You saw it was your wife because she's been holding you the entire time, trying to get you to chill out. And even if it wasn't your wife, why are you holding an ex-woman's fucking? You know what I mean? Just seems a bit strange. But hey, what do I know?
Full accountability.
I don't have the fucking. I gotta
You flip flop so much.
For some
Wings.
reason, I don't have
You're
this
a terrible
hub to
and
pause
useless
donations.
human being. You forced Kelly to
Powerful
stream
boy.
for damage control.
Big up Young God vibes.
I blame Kelly because ain't no butterball turkey booger looking lard bucket Danny DeVito as the Penguin in Batman Returns looking dude abusing me.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what's funny about Kelly and him and Wings? Whenever she does sit on stream with him and he tries to be smart or tries to like belittle her and shit, she's actually got some decent zingers. She's actually got some things to say. You know, she definitely got some things to say. It's just unfortunate that, you know, that it is what it is. But when she does push back a little bit to Wings, he doesn't know what to do. He kind of freaks out a bit. But I also think, not to be mean, I get the impression that although Kelly's older than Wings, she's kind of young mentally, you know? If that makes any sense. I'm sure that exists too. She like, you know, she's like, I don't know, whatever. I just get the feeling she's a bit, you know, there's something going on there. I don't know what, but I get the feeling something going on there, which makes obviously the abuse that much harder, or that much worse, sorry. But I feel like it's not all, you know, sunshine and rainbows for those people. But I could be wrong.
Like you did, Aaron. You have crocodile tears only for the money.
Exactly.
CYA.
Exactly.
That first off, in saying that's not true. I mean, these guys will back me up. I didn't want to come on tonight.
That's true.
Like, I wasn't in the right headspace. And these guys are first to tell you, I'm the last one of the three here that's motivated by money.
Come on, bro. Biggest cap in the world. Wings not motivated by money when you say you only stream for money. Honestly, the lies are incredible. Let's keep going.
I can tell that you have regret, but also on the phone calls.
I 100% have regret, man. Like I never wanted to be what I was painted out to be, and it's like it's such bad optics. It's so bad. But I love my wife to death. Like Kelly is my better half.
It's bad optics when you push your daughter over, right? Bad optics only. Cool. Nice one, fellas.
And like I hate that I put her in a situation.
And
like the whole like
go back to the call that we had when we were leaving Fat Camp.
And then y'all called me about the Twiggy video. And like you just didn't believe what we were telling you. Like you just absolutely did not believe it. That and that next stream hurt my feelings so bad. I'm like, I don't want to work with these guys again.
Okay.
I don't. You know, it's like you tore my whole life apart with like the reflection of like maybe 5 hours. And granted, I was a huge part of that, right? It was my actions that caused this conversation to happen. I want to take full accountability for that. And that's one thing. But there's so many other things if you sat back and looked like
what?
Is this really this person or is this just really bad optics? Because like I said before, like we had one of my ex-girlfriends come on here and she was dying of cancer and I was mean to her. Like I was cold and I was mean to her.
And
if I beat women, which I dated her for 2 years, she would have been like, well, you're an abusive piece of shit, which she never did. I've had other women I've dated publicly on YouTube that have trolls that fuck with them on a regular. At no point have they ever said that I hit them or abused them.
You know, I understand where you and Kelly are coming from. You're coming from a place of like, hey, you know me. But if you really think about it, we don't. Like, we know you, but we're not living with you. Right? Yeah. So when we, you know, the push thing happens and it's like, oh, you know, maybe he was seeing red. Right?
Cool.
And then we see this other clip and it all happened within the span of a week. And we're like, whoa, maybe we don't know Wings, you know? And that's kind of, and also we're in a room with Tina and Xylee who've, you know, kind of experienced domestic violence and whatnot. And at that point, groupthink has kind of taken over. And we saw that clip as being way worse because of the context of what happened prior.
Yeah, but I think the sound's what makes that clip as bad as it is. It's like
you can't justify it, man. You can't explain it. Like this is a strange. Again, it's another trait of a loghow. The flower refusal to celebrate anything that is to do with, you know, that fucking platform, which obviously has its own issues. But that might be the way to go about doing it forward. Maybe it should be a thing where, like, you know, the game comes in for some sort of game show hosting, but it should really just be like, you know, have fun and fucking what's his face running around town.
You can clearly hear it. It's like,
yeah, but it's a skin on skin. It's like the same thing as it's like a slap, like open hand slap. It does.
That's still abuse, bro. You don't go and open hand slap your wife in the chest or her elbow. That still doesn't sound the greatest. I gotta be honest.
Just because skin on skin makes a noise, that's like even in the video itself, like she continued to blare the horn and have a conversation with me. She never reacted to it because
all
it didn't
that was
hurt her.
needed, and that was an apology. But again, everyone needed to cool off.
I mean, the cool off period was very, very necessary for sure. I can tell you that much.
It's people say no accountability. 100% accountability.
Like, here's how I'm the victim of me pushing my wife and trying to choke Keemstar.
Exactly.
Bro is a grown ass man rolling on the floor, laughing, 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 rolling on the floor.
Skipping this. Okay.
Last one to be motivated by $. Lol, all do you all day on stream is beg to make your dono goal.
Exactly.
You say all the time you only stream for money. You end the stream once you make the goal. By the way, you're useless and a wife beater.
I agree with that message.
I never thought you were a wife beater. I did think there's room for improvement in your marriage. There's room for improvement in Keen's relationship. There's room for improvement in every relationship, my relationship. And I see you making an effort towards that. And that's the one thing I've said over and over again I wanted. I want to see you and Kelly be happier, better people, and that's all I've ever wanted. I want to motivate.
Shut up.
You to do that, and you're already doing it.
Yeah, but it also shows like how like biased you were at the time. It's like you brought up the story of Niagara Falls, but you left out that I had COVID-19.
I didn't know you had COVID-19 at the time.
You also left
you're right, you were sick.
You also left out that I went to Amish country the next day because I felt bad that Kelly went to Niagara Falls by herself.
Well, I have apologized, and I'll apologize again. But Keem was right. We had this.
But leaving those facts out makes it look so much worse. You
Right.
take all the context away from it.
And I'm sorry for that. But I will say that
I think it's
Keem
Boogie Sons is such a cuck in it. Jesus Christ.
Keem is right. Okay.
This is what's good about having you here today.
What's good about
Hey, super chatted $20. It bet a $100 on wings in a tables match.
Shut up, Hayes. You can give me and Boogie pushback.
Okay.
And we can give you a little pushback to try to find that middle ground, right? Because there is stuff, right, that we're not hearing from each other, right? Like you go and you do these streams and you say these things and it's just not registering because it's so polar opposite. I can tell you what was going through my mind when I saw the slap video. A million things like, oh my God, is this my fault? Right? Is the stress of going to fat camp and these guys running on no hunger, right? Did that cause Wings to lose his fucking shit?
Probably.
Right? Was that one of the factors?
Yep.
The medication, me and Boogie have been criticized a lot for trying to get you off your medication.
Yep.
So you can live life a little bit more like in reality.
And
right?
stomp from side to side.
Are we to blame for part of that, right? So it's like it's very complex. There's so many different factors going into what potentially happened. What are your thoughts on that? The medication and the starving at fat camp. Did that play a factor?
This all sounds like excuses. None of that was factored in when I was doing it. Like I was anxious.
Oh, that is so sick.
And like the problem is like you hit the wrong trigger with me. Like there's two things I don't like people to I don't feel like when somebody's doing me wrong.
Okay, cool.
I don't like that at all.
Nice. Yeah. What's the other thing?
And like that was in my head, and I was pretty much dying on that hill at that point. You see me get that mad before with like the Omni situation and like the John situation, but that was more of a private thing. Whereas like I felt like you were doing me wrong by like going over my head and like unmoderating.
The sound of Kelly's head hitting the table. Who checked her for a concussion?
Yeah.
Wings, you covered what you don't have.
Exactly.
You put your comfort and feelings above your work team and your wife.
Exactly.
You're not accountable. Man up.
I can tell you, Mean Gene, multiple people checked on Kelly, and she did not have a concussion. Like I can tell you that did happen. But
my lord. First off, I never abuse my wife. I don't hit my wife. Thank you guys for the concern.
Hold on. Okay. Cool. We did that. God Almighty, mate. This is not. It's not gonna end well. But it's gonna be entertaining regardless. I, for one, because I'm a fan of chaos and mess, I'm happy that Wings is now back on fucking Locale Live. I'm over the moon. I am over the moon that he's back on there because it's gonna breed more clips, more nonsense. I can't wait. Let's continue on. Let's do a little bit of community. Let's mix up a little bit. So I think the videos I want to watch is ones containing Yuri, because this is going to be interesting. I don't think Yuri's streamed since. I'm not sure if he's streamed since or if he's avoiding crashing out. But basically the big boy, whatever the BBE, the reconnected guys, got invited down to hang out with StockX and, you know, what you call it, Willie or whatever his name is, I think, when it comes to that sort of stuff. So they've been arguing. This group, they splintered. It's now Yuri by himself, or Yuri alone living with Riley somewhere in San Francisco, and the rest of the reconnected crew still do their show live every Thursday. So he's just missing out. And I guess the only way they can reconcile, I think he must have said in an interview or said somewhere, the only way they could reconcile is if they were able to put, you know, the past be the past, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. So they got on Community, sat down with Pun, went through the beef again, and some things were said which I think are gonna just, you know, it's just basically over for these guys. They're not gonna be friends again anytime soon. So let's check this. Let's go for which one can give us a good synopsis. Let's go for this. Let's go for this. Yeah, let's go for this one. Let's go for Blasey airs out Yuri. We got everybody in the stream chat. Make sure you like the stream, subscribe, join, become a member, all that good stuff. Love ya.
Oh well, like sorry, I don't have a Benz on 4G autos. I can't drive around. Like,
Yeah.
Who wants to be in LA without a car? And it's like,
But
Oh,
not
so
even
he's
that.
making an excuse.
You got to think about
Oh,
this.
he's making
House phone
20.
single-handedly changed his job description from editor to on-camera talent.
Yes.
By himself.
Let's get to that.
Like on some real.
that was really AD doing though. AD was like, you need to throw Yuri on camera. Listen, if it's
AD
one
the
architect,
No, AD really the puppet master. You feel
Listen,
me? He got
AD
this whole
started that no jumper.
disconnected going on.
Wait, listen.
Keep it real.
Let's really give
We know
AD
that complex con trip on the way back.
Listen,
Complex car, me a house phone, we
clean house. We cleaned house.
We was like, oh my God, we can't wait for next year.
Nah, listen. On some real, there would not be no reconnected, no disconnected, none of that if it wasn't for the architect AD right here, man.
I love
AD
that.
really sat it down and was like, bro, what the are you doing? You need to do your own show.
But that did not stop Yuri from going on no tirade.
Okay, but you look, I'm gonna say this. It's only one thing that I've seen, cause bro, I tune out all this shit, right? It's only one thing that don't sit right with me, and I'm gonna stand by that I'm on y'all side with. When Lush and Combo Radar came to Cuz house, Pot Lord ran over there, bro.
Literally.
And that's my thing.
willing to take penitentiary chances, to help him. So
and
that shows that you were a real friend to him. And I think he may not see it like that, but he needs to not overlook that aspect.
But I think that's what Yuri's complaint is. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Yuri. Yuri is incredibly annoying, and you know the abuse of Riley on stream is not cool. But let's cut Yuri some slack. I think that's the reason why he's so upset. He was so upset that his quote-unquote friends would be running these pranks, holding bags that look, you know, luxury or whatever the whole point of the fucking prank was. So I think when he felt like these guys betrayed him, it hurt him more. You know, it's dumb to be honest, because the betrayal was just basically Adam calling up to the show and calling Riley FPR, the name that she's been sort of christened with on the fucking Reddit. But I don't think it was enough to cut everybody off in a group, you know? I think that was a bit excessive. Him and his girl, they were a bit excessive. And, you know, they're probably going to regret for saying that in the first place. But I think that was unnecessary, that first bit, like I said.
And the AD,
now, that's how down niggas was for each other.
And
you
just
feel me?
just to contextualize this whole situation, ourselves, you know, myself, House Phone, Ryder, AD, we're all like internet friends with Yuri. You know what I'm saying? We're not necessarily going to the beach on Sunday with our loved ones. Toke was doing so. He was going on European trips.
Yeah, literally.
He was tripping
He's
out
on
here.
Niggas is going out the
He's
country
trying
with each other.
He's trying to get other black surfers.
Toke was
I went with
tripping
it.
out here, and for him to do him like that, and him just make it a thing that like, oh, I'm only gonna fall Blasey out the mix. I was like, bro, you ain't finna have me over here. You're not gonna pit sides amongst my end, like, bro, like you full of shit. You treating like the homie that like really like how you mentioned took penitentiary chances.
I think that's a funny thing though that he's doing. What's his face? Not tagging the people who are playing, but then tagging the people who are just around doing their own thing. I fucking love that.
To really make sure my boy was safe. You know what I'm saying? No one was out to his rescue but Toke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But look.
What?
But Blasey, you just said you consider him an internet friend.
Yes.
I mean, bro, listen.
I'll be honest.
Wait.
You're not running to the offense of an internet friend.
Let's say why.
Let's say why.
Wait, let's say why.
I like to think I'm your friend.
I have never. I have never.
Goddamn Jigaboo Rider.
I could.
He took your spot.
Wait. Listen. There has never been a time where I was hanging around Yuri where he didn't have a live stream in my face, and he used to always say, "Man, anytime House Phone comes to my live stream, man, I get at least an extra 200-300 viewers." Like that.
That's a bit of a bad example because I can't remember the last time that Yuri has streamed, you know, doing his thing. I can't remember the last time he's done it. So I think that's a little bit of an exaggeration there, but I could be wrong.
So it's like, bro, you were quite literally capitalizing off of us being around. His streams were the biggest when we were all on his streams with him. And that's no kizzy. That's no shade to him. That's nothing like that. That's just a fact. His biggest numbers, his biggest stream numbers is when we was all on there together. So like you were capitalizing off of being.
Isn't that guy with the long hair? I forgot his name. He's a comedian or some sort of entertainer. Isn't he this girl's North Star? This, you know, that's probably the idol she looks up to the most, you'd imagine. Bish bash bosh, cool. We did that. Continue on.
Friends with us for ages, and had one moment off you, and you're like, oh my god, they're trying to chase these clips off me and da da da.
Trying to chase a little 2 bands.
Yeah, like
yeah. And you know what? I done chased my 2 little bands just to make it a statement with Yuri. Like, bro, that's what you wanted me to do. Cool, I'll run $3,000 off. Your
All right,
name.
I'll say this. Right.
What's up?
There's no problem with Yuri though, bro.
Can everybody listen?
If I see him,
can everybody listen to the architect?
Yes.
Is there any way that we can all put this behind us?
Yes.
No,
I don't have no problem with it.
No.
I feel like Toke
Toke's
is
different.
Toke.
Toke has a reason.
All
to
right,
say
so
no.
what's your reason not to put it behind you?
Because like I feel like on some real shit, like if I let my hand out to you like this, like you feel me, I let you stay at my house for free when you feel me, when you was moving out of LA and shit like this, all kind of shit. You feel me? Niggas ruined like countless Europe trips for me, countless birthdays just because them niggas is arguing and shit all the time.
To be fair, Potlord has a lot of his own faults, but we have to give him credit. He did, you know, I don't know if anybody else would be able to survive that. To be able to fucking stealth into the distance or directly at you on your phone for hours on end is absolutely scary shit.
And shit. I feel like I'm over that whole shit, bro. I'm done babysitting. I'm done doing my part.
It's very taxing on a friendship for sure.
I'm done doing my part, especially if nigga gonna act like that. Cause I never said nothing publicly or about that nigga. You know who said something about him? Who said something was Adam. Adam said something on the phone, and he was upset with, and he threw this whole little sensitive.
So
tirade.
do y'all feel like y'all friendship was just one sided?
Nigga, now I feel like it was. Now I do.
Okay.
Now wait. Listen, just real quick. Just to piggyback on what you just said, all right, I understand the part of him being mad about whatever bro said on the phone. I get it, whatever. But honestly, wasn't laughing at your girl. I didn't say nothing personally about your girl. Yeah. We hung up the phone and was like, that was out of pocket.
We were
and
just
that was
laughing. We was all just
and
chilling.
house phone. Let me ask you a question, bro. Did you unfollow him?
No.
Did you grow any animosity when he was still fucking with bruh? When he was still on the daily basis on live streams with him?
Bro, he was sitting right next to Adam while Adam was popping it about my wife.
Amazing.
Yeah,
and it's like, bro, like, what are you talking
we
about?
could move forward from that. We could still shake Yuri's hand at the end of the week and be like, hey, how you been? It's good to see you. But, you know,
He's frozen,
he draws
man. He's frozen.
the line in the sand a little bit too dark once someone gets brought up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's the... Like who's really wearing the pants in the relationship? You feel me? Like,
on God, bro, and I feel like it's just some sensitive shit at the end of the day, because like FPR is not really a diss. Let's be real. Let's keep it a real stack, bro. Any girl,
what is FPR?
Fuck, I'm keeping it a rack, bro.
What's FPR?
My favorite part of this clip is this one. My favorite part is this clip. Is this section.
Okay, it means fat pussy, right? Any girl that's saying nigga saying girl.
We didn't have to
I
hear the
don't give a
last
fuck.
word.
I'm about to keep it a rack.
I gotta see this.
I'm about to keep it a rack. Any girl that has a bunch of niggas saying they is fat. It's not a diss. Bro, think about Sexy Red. Her whole brand is off that.
Okay, listen. In that case,
what are you talking about?
No, listen.
in that case,
They're just
Yuri's gonna be so mad. Yuri's gonna crash out so badly. He's gonna crash out so bad.
white. They're just
FPR
white.
It's not a diss.
It's not. They're just white.
That's actually a good thing.
Listen, they're just white.
That's a good thing.
They're just white and they're taking it as a diss.
That's a good thing, but Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna keep it a
Nobody
rack.
said that was a diss, gang. Only
Jesus
him.
Christ.
Only him is making that a diss, bro.
Okay.
It's like you guys are making fun of my girl. Nigga, what are you talking
Okay,
about?
look. Listen. For the record, FPR is not a bad thing.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Now,
Exactly.
AD, what you?
But
What? Okay.
But Jesus Christ, is hearing that out loud was like, I'm glad you had pun to hear that.
I can't believe I'm clipping that and I'm putting that as my TTS sound.
What's FPR? What's that?
Go ahead, tell him, Coke.
Go ahead, tell him.
The first two letters, the first in the acronym is fat pussy. You could do your problem solving and figure out what the art is.
Bro, they're just white, so they're taking that as a diss.
It's not a diss.
That's not a diss.
It's not a diss.
Just like,
bro.
Listen.
What the fuck?
That's what they said. We didn't say
That's
it.
like a.
They was like, yeah, FPR. I said, what the fuck is FPR?
No. Whoa. Nobody. Whoa.
Hey, hold on, chill out, bro.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on.
Chill out, bro. Chill out.
Hey, hold on now.
No.
Hold on.
That's his girl, man. That's his girl, man. Come on.
Hey, he about to go on the
Yeah, he's about to pull out the blicky. Yuri's gonna pull out the blicky when he next goes on stream. Yuri's gonna have a automatic, rifle on him for sure.
All of us.
I have no dog in the race.
I'm not in here, bro.
Oh, yeah, you already in it, bro.
Oh no, y'all
see this? Y'all the one that said that shit. I don't
We just got it.
Bro,
this is Chicken Boo Ryder's fault.
It is Ryder's fault.
Don't join in on it. It is not my fault. If you notice, I shut the fuck up and stay out the way.
But he's still.
Because you're the replacement, Sal.
And I play my role.
And your name is
Okie dokie. I think that might be it. There is nothing else to cover right now. So we're gonna let everything marinate and be back tomorrow for Tfatk. You get me? And some other stuff as well that I'm gonna pull up. But I think that is it for now. I think that is it. We've done all the clips and shit. Just double check. Yeah, we've done everything. So we're gonna continue on tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna continue on with more random show goodness. Let me just double check the Rogan Reddit in case I missed anything here. Rogan eats cement. You're only good as the two sources you have. Ron White was on Rogan. Okay, cool. I might have to watch that. Ron White was on Rogan. Nice. Okay, I might have to watch that. And yeah, man. Yeah. Here we are. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh yeah, base frequency. Yes. Cool. Base frequency. We'll save that for tomorrow too. In case for thingamajiggy, in case they don't do a Q&A. I want to save it. I don't want to watch it if they do a Q&A. So in case they don't do the Q&A, or in case they skip a Tfatk episode tomorrow, we will do the base frequency video. So check it out. So if you haven't watched it yet, let's watch it together. Base frequency. We'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate all of you, my people. Appreciate all of you. That is it for now. We will see each other again tomorrow. And yeah, let's fucking go. Smash the like button before you leave. Join the Discord also before you leave if you can. Take part in the stream chat. Subscribe, all that good shit. Greatly appreciated. Tomorrow will be day 10 I think of the live stream, which would be fucking sick. So can't wait for that one. We're out here, man. We are out here. So big up everybody tuning in. Big up everybody hanging out. Appreciate every single one of you. And we'll see each other again tomorrow. Okay? Cool. Be safe. Easy.